Yeah, why not? It's a Friday. It's a Friday. We can light one up. We can tie one on. We can do whatever we want to do. Because it's Friday, everybody. It's Friday. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the madness that is the Friday happy hour hangout. Sorry. I'm wearing my Capitol Records IEMs from Ultimate Ears today. And the reason is all my other headphones are boxed up. We've been leaving the house in sort of like show-ready configuration, which means the camera's not here, the lights aren't here. Everything is sort of like normalized as much as I possibly can. Still leave the setup, you know, all the lights and the stuff like that, the background stuff. But these are all little lights that I can take down and put away real quickly. So every time we do some sort of open house, I've got to rip all this stuff down, pack it up, put it away, and then I've got to pull it all out, set it all up again, get the lights just right, get the focus, get the camera, get the wires everything all wired up again. So it's a big deal. It's a big deal if when I go to take all this stuff down and put it all up again. So that's the reason that Wednesday I was shooting a video for the house all day, and I didn't have time to set all this stuff up and get the video shot. And I'm going to show you that video in just a second. We got a lot to do, and the reason I wanted to squeeze in a live stream is because I have a lot of stuff to show you guys. Pardon me. Cheers, everybody. Welcome to Friday. I hope you're all doing well. Cheeky Fest can't see me. Well, Cheeky Fest, I have definitely got video because I'm seeing it on the return. So check your connections. We're here, but I'll double check. I'll run it through YouTube app, but I think we're fine. Everything here is saying good to go. And I'm just going to check my channel real quick to verify that we've got live. Try refreshing your stream. Let's see. Well, can I watch it now? Maybe it's because of that. I don't know. Whatever. But nah, that's an old one. Never mind.
That's cool. No, I don't know.
So, guys, I don't know. You should be able to see me. You can't see Arthur. Oh, okay. Thank you. Guys, you confuse me when you do that stuff. Don't play with the director. So what's going on today? I've got a product to show you guys in a little bit. We're going to open up a product together. I don't know what this is. I have no idea what it is. And that's right here. There. We're going to open that up in a bit. I've got a viewer system. I've got an insane viewer system to show you. It's a 2-channel system. And then there's some headphones too. But I do want to show you the video that I was making. The reason that we didn't get to go live on Wednesday was I was making a little real estate video, and in typical director way, I never like to do things half-assed. And so I wanted to make a slick sizzle reel of the house that we're selling. So this will give you an idea of what was going on. And the music I can use, you might get a little bleed through with our background music, but let's just go to it. So I shot this. I shot this video of our house. And so, sorry, I got to put my earphones in so I can make sure what you're hearing. Yeah, okay, so you can see this. So I shot all this video, and there's chyrons and stuff that go over. This isn't the final version. This is the master of the, because I shot it. The final version of this is vertical for Instagram, so I cropped it and all sorts of stuff. But it's just sort of showing off the house and like the cool stuff in the house, and try and get some people interested. So. That's what this video, I spent all day on Wednesday shooting this and editing this, and showing off like the showers and the bathtubs and all that stuff and the cool stuff in the house. Because it's a really cool house. We're just trying to get somebody to buy it, and then we can move on with our lives and move the director's garage home base to a new city, and that's sort of the idea. So I was doing cool effects and making stuff work and stuff like that. So, and I'm also thinking that I might be able to, this is something that I might be able to do in my normal, as a career, once I get to Chattanooga, is I can shoot home videos like this and do these little sizzle reels and stuff. So kind of fun. And I did want to show that off to you guys so you know what I was doing. I wasn't just messing around and not quite, you know, I wasn't just avoiding you guys. I really was working. I was trying to get some stuff done. So I shot that video and edited that video on Wednesday. And today, the reason we're on so late is I wanted to insert into that video some drone footage. So I went out and I had a guy come over with his drone because, guys, I have a drone, but I had a drone back in the day. But let's be honest, I am not a drone pilot, and nor should I be. Oh, and I guess it's too high res for my laptop to handle. But here's a little bit of it. So these are the trails that are out back behind our house, sort of. And this is really smooth and nice looking on a normal situation, but the hard drive here can't play it back fast enough. It's not playing smooth because it's like 5K video. So, but I was up with a drone earlier today, and that was the reason that we're on so late, as we were out doing all this drone stuff. So we shot like over the local neighborhood, and then I shot some shots of the house, and I'm gonna cut some of that into that other video that you saw to do a more polished, finished piece. So that's what I was doing there. So lots of push to get the to get the house sold. Sorry, fellas. Happy Friday. Hangover Hangout is tomorrow. And it's just going to be the guys tomorrow, and maybe a special guest or two will drop by, but I have nothing planned. It's everybody left for, I tried to get people all week. I tried for actually the last 2 weeks. I've been trying to book. I tried Kimber Cables. I tried, I couldn't get in touch with Kevin from, or not Kevin from, Justin Wilson from Headamp. I tried Campfire Audio. I tried to book some older guests to have them come in. Everybody's out of town. They're all leaving for the all leaving for the holiday. So I couldn't get anybody, and I'm sorry. But we did have HiFiman last month, so it's kind of a big gun. That's kind of cool. But yeah, it's going to be just the guys hanging out tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. $3 gets you in the door. Go over to my Patreon. It's in the link in the description. Also, the t-shirt sales are going well. Lots of action on that. Very excited. And to get that, you go to, pardon me, burping. directorsgarage.com, and you can order t-shirts like this one with the headphone logo, and it says music is life across the back. Shoulder patch, it's really cool. I love these shirts. Still working on getting more merch out to you guys over time, and you get a discount if you join the Patreon. That will more than pay for the Patreon. If you wanted to get a shirt and get a discount on it, it will save you more than the cost of the Patreon, which is $3 a month. So go ahead, you guys can do that if you want to stop by tomorrow and hang out with us in our Zoom setup where everybody can see each other. We can all talk back and forth, exchange ideas. It's a lot of fun. I love doing that. I love hanging out with you guys on this, but it's just more fun when we can be interactive and I don't have to carry the conversation like I do here. So what else have I got? We showed off that. I've got a viewer system we're going to get to in a little bit. We've got music going in the background. That's good. Let's open up the box because I wanted, and then we'll get to the chat. But I wanted to open up this because I don't know what it is, and it came in the mail today. And it's nothing I ordered. So somebody sent me something, and it's probably going to be that Chi-Fi manufacturer, I'm guessing, has something that they wanted us to check out on the show. So I'm going to just dig into this here and rip it open and see what the hell it is. And that's exactly what it is. It's another set of these. Oh, nice. Somebody sent me a cable to check out, too. But it's more of these KZ headphones, and these are fun. This is the KZ Saga. So cool. All this stuff is going to go in a giveaway, guys. I'm not going to keep any of this stuff. I've got a lot of these little doodad headphones to give away, and I'm going to give them all away in a big giveaway at some point, but I got to get out of here. Oh, they gave me a nice little splitter. Look at this. It's a 3-into-2 splitter. Very cool. Sent me that little extra cable. How cool is that? All right, let's check these out while we're here. And I happen to have a player also on the standby, because I had a hunch that what they were sending me was I thought it would be another one of these KZ headphones. And they keep sending me stuff, and I'm like, I'm just going to open it on the air, show it off, and give it away to you guys. And these are nice. These are nice. These are the Saga. Okay. Another metal. This is kind of similar to some of the other ones. I love the weight of these things. They feel really nice and heavy. Very cool script. This is one of their better looking headphones that we've heard, or that we've seen. Very nice on this. You getting that? Can I come up closer and maybe see if we can get a autofocus? Anybody? Autofocus? Look at that. See how close I can get. No, not that close. It's kind of like Tootsie. You don't want to get too close. Very cool, though. Very cool. All right. Let's get these wired up and check them out. So excited. These are the things I appreciate doing this show, is getting to check something out I've never heard before. We're going to listen to them cold and see how they do. But that's the fun thing about the show, and is if this audience could just grow bigger, like and subscribe, fellas. They'll send us more of this stuff, and I'm just going to give it away to you guys. You're going to get it all. I just can't do any giveaways now because shipping is so expensive, and especially out of country with the tariffs and all that. I just need to get to a place where I've got a job and I can afford to pay for all this stuff, because I don't want you guys to have to pay for shipping and all that nonsense. Let's figure out which one goes where. Is there an L and an R? Oh boy, need my spectacles. This is an R. And this is definitely a left. So let's use the other one. There we go. It's supposed to go like this. All right, so there's a right, and we'll do a left. It's an okay cable. I don't know, not the best cable in the world, so I'm guessing that these are going to be under 50 bucks, is my guess, just from the construction. I mean, they're nice, but they're not crazy. Sorry, I'm just putting these things in here. Not a bad cable. It's not an awful cable. I mean, honestly, the universal, this cable's far worse. Doesn't look terribly attractive. It's got a button on it. It's got a little cable button on it. Oh, these ear tips are not good for business. These are too small. Okay, they're not going to make it sealed. So I'm going to put my larger tips on these. These are my 10 Mac turbos, which are in the description of this video. These are my favorite. These and the Dakoni bullets are my two favorite IEM. I like these because they don't get aggressive with the seal. They're very comfortable, but they do wondrous sealing. They're called 10 Mac turbos. Okay, so we've got these in, and I will say they're comfortable, and they've got a nice weight to them. They feel pretty good. And let's go to something off the, well, let's listen to something else. I don't want to go to this today. I'm not in the mood for this. Let's go to album. What do we got here? Nah, it's too heavy. Why not? Let's hear how these things sound. Ooh! Ooh! Great bass. Great bass right off the top. Boy, these cheaper IEMs are getting better and better. There's a little bit of sibilance up high. Very open on the top end. Boy, KSE, these are nice headphones for the price. And, you know, of course, they're not going to give you the texture or the hyper detail of what, you know, the more expensive stuff, but you don't have to worry about losing these. You don't have to worry about, you know, these are a pair you can just take with you. There's a decent stage to these, too. This is probably the best I've heard from KSE. Yeah! Oh, the song just kicked into the chorus. There's a tremendous bass on these. A lot of fun. I'm going to guess there's a dynamic driver in this. I don't know anything about these. I just opened this package now. I'm going to go to... Let's call up... I'm going to look them up while we're checking these out. I really like these. They are a little sibilant. They're a little bright. But there's so much bass here. I'm really enjoying them. Can't find them on mine. Great bass, good separation. I mean, these are... There's a lot to be said for these. Huh. You can't believe the price of these. Phenomenal. All right. Let's let the cat out of the bag. What am I listening to? 25 bucks, guys. 25 bucks. These sound outstanding for 25 bucks. I mean, this is a similar experience that I got from the Moondrop Starfield back in the day. Remember the Moondrops? It's all this stuff is trickling down. Seal is crazy important on this. You've got to have these things sealed because they get really thin if you break the seal at all. But man, the bass is there. I think these are great. And I've had KSEs that I didn't particularly care for. I would say they're a little bit on the bright side on the top end. They have an accentuated top end, but there's so much bass down low. These are a lot of fun, and they're only 25 bucks. Very nice. This must be the bass improved because this has got a lot of bass. They have two versions of these. It says. Oh, $27 if you want the bass improved. And I think these are the bass improved versions. If I had to guess. Because there's a lot of bass here. Yeah, this is... Okay, hang on, let's go to the overhead. If you look up here... they give you a code here and it says bass improved version, and that's where the tick is. So this has got a mic on it in case you want to take a phone call and put it on a phone. I don't know what phones have a three prong anymore, but, and granted, I've got a nice couple $1,000 player here, but this is the bass improved version, and it shows. Something playing in my ears from the Beatles. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, KSE killing it. Nice $27 headphone. 27 bucks, boys. What a nice little, and you can trash these, you can do anything you want with them because it's 27, like you're going to get some listening out of them, and if you break them, who cares? You know what I mean? Or you lose them. It's not like, God, if I lost any of these, like the Noble stuff or even the Capital, these Ultimate Ears Reference Pros, reference monitors, I mean, I'm out like $1,000 if I lose those. These, it's like, oh, well, I lost a couple of pizzas. So good. So good. Okay, so we've opened up. We've done the opening. I've got a viewer system still in the hole here to show off. Just having some fun here, guys, on a Friday afternoon. Get your comments in the chat. I'm going to start going through the chat now. And so now you know kind of the lay of the land and whatever everything's that's been going on around here. I've got another showing on Sunday, so after the Hangover Hangout tomorrow, we're going to have to rip all this shit out again. I'm like, oh, God. Boys, I'm telling you. It's like endless. It's endless. We just got to get this house sold. Okay, doing everything I can. Okay. Here, Cheeky Fest says, right behind you. Can't see you. I thought, and that's when I thought you were talking about me, like I've got some video connection, because I literally connect the wires to the camera about 2 minutes before we went on the air, and I'm like, oh, great, did I cross a wire? But I'm like, no, I'm seeing myself on the return, so I know I'm okay. No, I can't see Arthur, who says he's John Cena. Okay. 2-channel system, like the headphones aren't 2 channels. Yeah, that's like an industry vernacular. When you say 2-channel system, it means, speakers, loudspeakers, a loudspeaker system. He wants the piano. I don't play well, but that's a player, and it's a very advanced system from Yamaha. And it's called the Inspire, and there's actually on the underside of the piano, in addition to having a player system, there are speakers and a subwoofer on the bottom side of the piano, and you can actually play, like, it'll play the piano part along with a rhythm section and music. So it's playing the piano live through a player system, but then the music is coming out through some speakers on the bottom also. So you get drums, bass, and vocals all out the bottom of the thing, or horns, or whatever is playing with the music. So you can go to like radio stations, or you can download and buy music for it to play if you're into certain things. So I've got like some Billy Joel, and I've got Elton John, and like some of my favorite pianists. And then there are like jazz channels where you can listen to, greats. And what they do is they have musicians record themselves on a player system, and then they translate all of that and record the data, and then it can play back on any piano. So you're actually, if you get an Elton John, for instance, if you get Elton John playing some of his hits, it's actually Elton John playing your piano, because it's recorded all of his style and his timing and his rhythm, and it's playing it back to you as he played it. So it's very cool. It's a very advanced system, and it's connected over the internet. So they have radio stations you can tune into. There's one that I love called Dinner at 8, and it plays nothing but like dinner time jazz, soft jazz music. It's great if you're having like friends over and you just want a little background music. So cool. And one of my dreams when we bought this house was to fill the house with music, because I love music so much. It's such an integral part of my life that I wanted to be able to fill the house with music, and that was how we did it. And it's incredibly loud too. I've never turned the settings off of the quietest setting on the piano, because it will jam out and it gets quite loud. It can actually fill the entire house with music. It's beautiful. And you can open the top and it'll really give you the full tone of the piano too, but usually I leave it down because it dampens some of the sound and keeps it quieter when you have people over trying to talk. Very cool though. So much hi-fi photography on social media. Great shame about photography. Yeah, I would love to. That would be great if I could do some hi-fi stuff. I have a friend of mine, good buddy of mine, Lee, who does photography out of the East Coast, does high-end hi-fi photography. It's something I could do. I don't know. I got to figure something out. I got to figure out something to do, though, with my life going forward. So I was thinking about maybe doing real estate video. I'd have to buy a drone or something. Who knows? Those trails look mountain lion ready. Thanks, Gil. Cheers, my brother. I love that. Yeah, there are mountain lions up in those hills, definitely. And you can ride your mountain bike up there. We do a lot of hiking. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. It's a great place to live. Great place to live. Unfortunately, it's an expensive place to live, and it's even more so if you don't have a job. So, yeah. That's why we're moving, fellas. That's why we got to get out of here. It's crazy. That's what I got. That's what I got for that stuff. So we should we do the it's going to be a shorter live stream, I guess, but I just wanted to show off that stuff. I wanted to cut you guys up, let you know what's going on here. I have been doing the reviews, both headphones, the Stax SRX 9000 and the Carbon 2 are hooked up currently. I've been doing comparisons. I'm writing that. I'm still working on that in my free time when I'm not cutting together videos about the house and stuff. I'm putting together that. I'm going to have that video shot in hopefully the next week or two, and then I'll get it into editing and get it out to you guys. Probably going to be after the 4th before I get a video out. And I know it's been a while, guys. I don't have all the stuff set up, and it's really not set up to do one of my main videos. I don't have any of the equipment out to do that. And it's a different process than going live, the way I do the videos. So it requires more gear, and I don't have any of that at the ready, unfortunately. So it's going to take me some time to get everything shot and get it out, but it's just where we're at. I'm in a really bad place as far as keeping the house clean for showings and allowing me to do video stuff. So, but I am here for you guys on the live streams, and we're going to keep doing the Hangover Hangouts because I really like doing those. Those are a lot of fun. This is all a lot of fun. I mean, it's a great community, and I love you guys, but we're just in a really wicked space where we're trying to get this house sold. And I've got a job on the line if I can get this house sold and get into escrow within a month, but not looking promising. We're not getting a lot of people coming over and checking it out. So even when we're doing the open houses, not a lot of foot traffic. And I hope those of you who are watching this on delay are enjoying this show, because I know we don't have a lot of live people because we're on such an odd time today. This is truly happy hour in LA. It's an LA happy hour instead of a hump day, but yeah, so we got at least a nice set of IEMs to check out today. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. All right, let's go to the viewer system, and this is from a viewer, Zhang. Now, here's a story here. Zhang contacted me because he had some questions about using his amp to drive his headphones, and I majorly suggested for him not to do that because of impedance problems and other issues. And I was really afraid that he was going to toast his gear. So I said, I advised him, don't use your regular amp to drive your headphones. And I wouldn't even buy, I said, the money you're going to spend on a step down, it's like my literal words were, you're trying to make a square peg fit into a round hole. It's better to just buy a round peg and go approach it from that perspective. But he likes the idea of his powerful amp driving his speakers, and we're going to show off some of this gear now, and you guys are going to be blown away because this is about as high end as I've had on here. Jonathan Liu and Neil Snyder be damned. Wait till you see this gear. First of all, this is a CEC transport. These things are pretty damn expensive, and this is a Veros Neo, and these things that I gotta call up the notes he sent me. So it's a transport and computer setup And then this is another transport for CDs. And we haven't gotten to the big stuff yet. First of all, this gear here is probably 10 grand, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And now we get to, oh, here's his interconnects. And he was trying to make his headphones work off of this amp. Wait till you see the front side of this amp. Oh, here's the front side of the amp. The front side of this amp is a Dan DiAgostino. This is 18 grand. This alone is like 18 grand, guys. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. He's got a Dan DiAgostino. He's like, I want to drive my system with the Dan DiAgostino stuff. And I'm like, no, you don't. You're really going to hurt it. He has Empire Ears Odins. And I'm like, you're just going to fry the Odins. The Odins will die a miserable death quickly because of the impedance difference. And he's got a 64 audio thing. And some Aurora, I can't pronounce this, Aureolus audio, and some more interconnects. And here's the big amp. This amp is insanely expensive, fellas. This is solid block aluminum that's machined. These Dan DiAgostinos, these are some of the finest amps on the planet in my consideration. So he's got a mega system here. And, oh, but yeah, here's his speakers. Oh boy. Here's what he's driving, fellas. And I recognize that's a Nakamichi cassette deck in the background there. But this is a rig, man. This is a serious rig. He's got Muse interconnects, Nordos Valhalla 2 speaker cables, Dan DiAgostino preamp, and then the Dan DiAgostino power amp. The speakers, are these Goldman? He's trying to tell me what they were, but I don't know if it's written in here. I don't know who makes the speakers. These are floor speakers. These are insane, fellas. It's one of the better systems I've seen. Let me see what that amp... Can we look up the amp? It's not the Relentless. I gotta find it here. It's 40,000, I think, for the pre, and 19,000 for the amp. It's a Momentum amp. Now he does a two-tone on this amp that is killer. That I actually like more than what. I mean, not that I would throw this out by any means. But this is one of the great amps. This is 18 grand just for the amp, and it's about 40 for the preamp. Crazy two-channel system, fellas. And he's getting into headphones for the first time, and he was just asking me, you know, what's a step down that I can step the power down from my Dan DiAgostino? I'm like, you will damage both the amp and your headphone. And if you try to put your Empire Ears Odin off of that, your cable between your Momentum and your amp, your Momentum and your Odin IEMs will become a fuse. Because that's all it's going to be. It's just going to snap. It's going to just blow it out like a fuse. Very bad idea. So I suggest that he get into some more sensitive, lower power gear to drive his headphones. Because he's not crazy on the headphone end of it. He says he has a Stellia. Nothing that would cost. And he wants to get into an Abyss. And I'm like, and he does have an Abyss Diana, and I'm like, you just don't need this much power for it. It's just overkill, and you're going to risk damaging your gear. So I advised him against it. But This is lust-worthy, man. This is a lust-worthy setup. Look at this thing. That is a gorgeous, gorgeous setup. So, and I want to share that with you guys. It's one of the reasons that I didn't forego going live. Wilson speakers. What are Wilson speakers? I'm just going to see if I can Google them and find out real quick. About 27 used. Looks like. I'm just calling up and looking for a photo that looks right. That looks close to what these are. It says about 27. Does that sound wrong? They might be 6 if they're the Sophia. Yeah, not sure how much they cost, but yeah, I do agree that they're Wilson audio for sure. Let's see if he's got if he wrote Wilson in here anywhere. He just didn't say the model. $30,000. Sorry, these are $30,000. It's the Wilson Sasha DAW. So yeah, he's got a hell of a system here, guys. This is he's playing for keeps. What a beautiful system, man. I'm so excited about this. And thank you for Jean for sending this our way for us to oogle and check out. He just has this is one of those systems like I just want to come over and spend some time and listen to this, man, because this is some of the best stuff you can buy. This is great stuff. Great stuff. Phenomenal setup every step of the way. But we don't want to be driving our headphones with the Dandy Agostino. I mean, you might get away with it on a Sesfara, on an OG Sesfara, but I wouldn't do it. Why risk it? Just go get yourself if you've got this kind of money, man, go buy a $2,000-$3,000 amp to drive your headphones with. Don't bother with this. It's just too much to damage there. You know what I mean? So good, though. So thank you for Jean for sending your viewer system for the rest of us to enjoy and lust over. And if you have a system you would like us to check out, it doesn't have to be this expensive. This is top tier. This is about as high as you go. But if you have a system, send it to the directorsgarage@gmail.com. That's my email. You can contact me, reach out that way, and we can check it all out. And we'll check it out live on our live stream. We live stream usually every Wednesday. Today we're doing Friday because of nonsense and hijinks that I showed off earlier in this stream. You guys saw the video that I put together, and I tried to show you some of the overhead stuff. Some of the aerial stuff that we shot today that I'm going to work into this video when we get off the air tonight. That's going to be kind of my Friday night project, is revamping the video and including some of the aerial stuff, because it's really cool. And I think that it will help sell the house, which is kind of the goal. You know what I mean? And then we got a great system. We got a great pair of IEMs today from KZ Audio. Sent us a Saga bass enhanced pair of IEMs that were quite nice for $27. I'm like, man, that's pizza money. That's just pizza money, man. Go out and get yourself a pair of nice IEMs. All right. Let's get back to the chat, and then we'll wrap this one up for a Friday. Sorry it's a shorter stream, but I did want to connect with you guys because I had all this stuff to show off, and I wanted to connect with you guys to say hey. And I missed on Wednesday, so I want to, because the video system, every time I get done with this stuff, I've got to pack it up, put it away, tear it out of the room, store it, so nobody can run off with it when we're having an open house because I'm not here. So just kind of pain in the butt. Oh, not acoustic. Never mind. Then we did that. Saw an acoustic piano player before. Well, yeah, I guess it's acoustic in that it's playing. It's just the source of it is a digital MIDI file basically that's playing into it kind of thing, except it's a modern version of that. It's got 128 variances per note. The high-end one, there's one that's above this that has 1,000 different levels of variance, which means the strike on each key can be one of, it can delineate that much. But that system is another like 20,000 over this system, the system that I have, which is called the Inspire. You get the Inspire Pro. That's the one that's the super high-end one. You're gonna pay about $75,000 for a piano to do that, though, and we didn't want to spend that much on a piano. This one still is nice, and it costs a lot of money, but you'll never get that money out of it on the back end. Pianos are terrible investments, fellas. Terrible investments. But I don't care. I just wanted I wanted a piano for our house, a nice one. A lot of photography is framed so badly in the wrong mode, i.e. portrait instead of landscape, square instead of, but it's all now because of Instagram, and Instagram is sort of the real estate medium more so than Facebook or anything else. They all want that they want that portrait framing. So that's the landscape version of it, but I did a full crop of it and repositioned all the shots within it so it lined up for the vertical version. But I wanted it's not fun for YouTube to show the vertical version of it, so I wanted to show you the widescreen of everything I shot. 18 grand for Dan DiAugustino is cheap. Yeah, and they go up, you can spend 40, 50, 60,000 on that thing. Wilson Watt Puppy, definitely Wilson. He's confused. Talking about the Odin, using the Odin as a fuse. Yeah, you don't want to do that. Wilson is fire. I've never heard Wilson audio speakers, but now I want to. Now I want to go camp on Zhang's doorstep. Like a puppy, like a Watt Puppy, and please let me in and let me hear your system, sir. God bless us, everyone. That's terrible British accent. Watt Puppy or 10K used, yeah, and that was the Sasha, and that was 30 grand. By acoustic piano player piano, he meant an actual piano with actual keys and strings. Yeah, it's a full piano. You just look up, if you want to Google it, Google Yamaha Inspire, and it's a full piano. Like, you don't have to have any of the electronics turned on, and it will play like a normal piano. Or you can turn on this system and it will take songs off of the internet, and it will play the piano part of that song live on the piano, acoustic, and then it will add over via speakers mounted underneath the piano the accompaniment. And it's very good. I'm telling you, I'm pretty discerning. And I've seen guys set up a full 2-channel system to play out the music part of it. What's there is damn good. Can I improve on it? Yes. If I put my Vandersteins on it, ran it through an amp or whatever, I could take the 2-channel stuff and put it on a system. But there's no need to. It sounds so good as it is. It's beautiful and it's loud. It's really amazing. Great investments. Cheeky Fest, try and resell a piano, brother. It is not easy to do. It's not easy to sell, and the knock you're going to take on that, you're going to lose half your value on it. If you buy a new piano, you're going to lose half your value right off. And I know this going in. I knew it going in. If I wanted to sell this system, I would get half of what I paid for it today. And it's a year old. It's effectively a year old, and it's got the latest and the greatest system on it, and a lot of people want this Inspire. It's great because you can actually do lessons. They're using it to do lessons and auditions in different cities. So you can set an Inspire up in a music hall and connect it to another Inspire in another city, and you can have a piano player sit at the Inspire and play it, and it will replicate his exact sound in the hall. And they're using it for auditions if they're auditioning a piano player to join an orchestra or whatever. You know, like they're using it to do auditions and some recital work too. And lessons. You can get lessons at home from a piano player, from another guy who has an Inspire. You can do it all virtually. It's very cool. It's very mind-bending stuff. Lots of fun, though. But yes, great investments in mind, body, spirit, happiness. Absolutely. And it has an additional system. Yes, yes. Acoustic is a bit like the two-channel system thing. All sound is acoustic, but you know what I meant. Yeah, absolutely. And there are other player systems you can buy. I wanted the Yamaha because I saw how it worked. I saw how it connected through a phone app that made it really easy to use, even for somebody like my wife, who wants things as simple as possible. So she can just go on the app and play music. We also want to be able to take lessons. That's one of my goals in retirement, is to learn the piano. That is something that I will do someday. I know how to play a little bit, but I'm not good. I'm not, I know some scales and things like that, and I'm learning them, but I don't have time for it at the moment. Even though I'm unemployed, I'm doing a lot of other things to try and keep us afloat here. So no time for piano listening, but we do, and it's a great way to sell the house, because when you have an open house, to have piano playing when you come in, it's very attractive. It's a very nice environment to walk into. But the player part of it is just gorgeous. And they do have and the other thing is Yamaha built the entire piano around the system. And you can buy a player system and install it on another piano if you want, but they don't plug and play always so well. The software is kind of hinky. I did a lot of research, and it's the reason that I went with this particular brand. The Yamaha system does it right. They built the whole thing around the piano. It's all made to go together. It's kind of a pain in the ass when you go to move it, though. I'm going to have Yamaha come out and stabilize everything. They put wood strips over stuff so nothing gets jostled and the servos don't get damaged in moving. But that's part of having the system. The joy of having the system is that it will play almost any music you want at any time, and you get that live piano feeling because it's a live instrument playing in your room. And they do have channels where there's no accompaniment. You can just have the piano playing on its own, which is very nice too. It's all nice. It's all just great. It's a great system. Somebody else on here had one of these. I don't remember who it was. Somebody else in our normal chat group. But a lot of people are gone today because we are on so late in the day. It's a Friday. It's before the holiday. I don't know who's going to show up to the Hangover Hangout tomorrow, but it's going to be fun, whoever's there. Cheers. Music is life. Somebody should put that on a t-shirt. I love it. I love it. I love it. And tomorrow we're going to do all kinds of music recommendations too. I have some good recommendations for stuff that I've listened to this week when I was auditioning the Carbon 2. So we'll get to music auditions this week too. And I've listened to a lot of Van Halen this week too for some reason. I just wanted to just kind of revisit some of that era and revisit how great Eddie Van Halen was as a guitarist. Maybe it's on the heels of the losses last week, got me looking at more nostalgic music or whatever, going back into the older stuff and just checking it out. But it was a lot of fun. But yeah, I was listening to a lot of Van Halen this week for going back and listening. I really loved Women and Children First. I went back and I listened to that record. I really appreciate it. Very cool record. If you wanted to check out Van Halen stuff, that's a way to go. Running out of time, fellas, so I'm going to probably start wrapping things up here unless you've got a topic to put in the chat. we'll start saying goodbye for a Friday and send you on your way for a weekend. I'm sorry we were not on at a normal time this week. It just didn't play out that way. As I said, all this stuff gets ripped in and set up and then torn out again every single time I do something live in here. So it's unfortunate. It's the status we're in right now. I would like nothing more than to get back to doing fun, irreverent videos week after week. It's just not that season right now. We can't do it. But I am going to have a video in the next month, at least, that will be the shootout between the Carbon 2 and I've had people bothering me too, like not bothering me, graciously offering to send me stuff. Auroras Audio reached out to me in the last month. Audio 46 reached out to me. I've still got the open invitation from Raul Requisite, from Danny from Raul Requisite, to pick up an Imanis to check out here. It's something that I would love to do, get that review done before I leave town. That's all stuff that I can get to once we get into escrow here. But we've got to get this house moving towards the sale, fellas, because, you know, the work is not coming, and I've still been applying for regular jobs on top of it. So, but we'll do another live stream next week. I'm hoping I can hit Wednesday. That would be ideal. We'll see what happens. Just stay in tune with my community page, and if you can stop by tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. Pacific, we're doing the Hangover Hangout for the month of June. It's going to be just guys. We're going to be talking about music, talking about headphones, those kind of things, just having some fun. It's a good time, and I'd invite you all to stop by that. And it's a lot of fun because we can actually see each other's faces for the first time. It's always fun when we get a new subscriber over there, because it's like, oh, somebody else we've been just chatting with for years over the old chat thing here is suddenly we get to see them in person, and that's fun. It's fun to get to see. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap that up here and start heading toward my own weekend. And I appreciate you guys stopping by. I'm sorry it was so late today, but I was out droning, fellas. I was out droning. It made me want to get a drone. And it makes me want to study for my pilot's license, for the drone pilot's license. I may do that just for the fun of it. But I hope you enjoyed today and getting a backstage look at what the goings on here at the director's garage at the moment. And I'll check you guys out. Tip your waiters and waitresses on your way out the door. Sorry we didn't go for a long time today, but I always like the interaction, fellas. It's always good to see you guys, and I'll see you guys before you know it, you know.